Hello fellow stackers, 365 here, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you some more silver from my poured silver stack. Now for those of you that have seen my last couple of community posts and my last couple of videos, you'll know that going forward I'm only going to be stacking poured silver. Now I did touch upon it in my last video, but I'll just summarise for those of you that missed that video. The reason I'm going into poured silver now is because I've already hit my weight stack. I've already got enough ounces in terms of a foundation stack, if you like, a stack that I've got no emotional attachment to, that I could literally sell like that if the price of silver went up. So I've already got that foundation stack to one side. I've got that stashed away. I've got it, some of it in this property, some of it in other properties. And that is my kind of investment stack, if you like. I've also got my speculative play. I've got my proof pieces. I've got my limited mintage, my low mintage pieces, my pieces that have COA proof finishes from the Royal Mint, from the Perth Mint, from places like that. Some unusual pickups, some things that cost way over spot that I've also got in storage in the hope that the series perform well over time. And again, those are kind of for investment purposes, not so much for me to get out on a regular basis and play around with and look at and appreciate. Again, it's more of an investment type stack. Now, anyone that's just started stacking and you're looking for advice and things like that, none of what I say in this video is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just a way that I've chosen to do things. Now, if I had to give you some tips and hints for those of you that have just started stacking, I wouldn't recommend getting involved with poured silver early on, or even getting involved with proof and low mintage and limited mintage things when you first start stacking. My tips, if I was talking to a friend, I would say the Britannia would be my go-to capital gains tax exempt coin of choice if I was starting out and I was stacking for weight. And I would just pick up tubes of these, keep them in the tubes. There's no need to transfer them from the tubes into capsules or anything like that, but just stack some standard Britannias, or if you're in the US, some American Silver Eagles, or whatever country you're in, find out what your country's currency bullion coin is, and just stack a few tubes of that, a few bars as well, some generic bars to keep the average down, because when you're buying the generic bars, you can get them a lot closer to spot than you can with some of the coins. And just buy some silver that you haven't got any emotional attachment to. So like I said at the beginning of the video, if anything happens with the price of silver and it was to shoot up, you can go into your stack, you grab a couple of tubes and you can sell them straight away without having to even think about it. Now, once you've got a foundation stack behind you, and like I said, I've got a large enough foundation stack that I don't feel like I need to add any more to my weight stack. I've got enough there, way more than enough. If you look at my overall portfolio and you break it down in percentages, I've got a lot more net worth in precious metals than pretty much all of my other investment vehicles, and that even includes my rental properties. That just kind of gives you an understanding of where I'm at with my silver stack and the reasons why I'm shifting over to picking up poured pieces. I've already more than hit my targets and goals that I had when I first started stacking, so now I'm going to be having some fun with it. I'm not officially going to be buying properly until November this year, because I am still cutting right back on my pickups. I'm trying to pay down some debt, so I'm not going to be going hard into poured stuff. But that was kind of the last thing that I started picking up last year before I stopped buying things. Poured silver was the thing that I went into, and I haven't really showcased much of it on the channel. Over the last couple of videos I've showcased a little bit here and there, but I thought, you know what, I'll go through my stack and I'll get all my poured silver together, and over the course of the next few videos I'll gradually reveal my poured silver stack, because I do think I have got quite a nice poured silver stack, and poured silver is very, very nice to look at. It's almost like looking at an art piece. It's not the same as looking at a American Silver Eagle, for example. There's only so many of these you can look at before they start to become very mundane and boring. So let's get straight into it. For those of you that, like I said, missed my last video, that's kind of caught you up a little bit, and the reasons behind I'm only going to be picking up poured silver going forward. I've actually started putting all of my collection in this case. Now, I'm not going to be revealing it all today. I'm going to be going through maybe 3 pieces today in more detail. So we're going to open this now. I'm going to try and just show you a little corner of it. because like I said, I don't want to reveal too much, but this is quite a large tray of poured silver, but we're going to just stop it there for today's video. And we're actually going to just take out 3 pieces to showcase in today's video. So the first piece we're going to take out is that. We're also going to take out this piece as well. And then we're going to take out this large piece here. So that's all I'll be showcasing in today's video. And like I said, over the next few videos, I will be going into this chest a little bit more and gradually showing you all of my poured silver. And then we'll spread them across it on here. And like I said, the reason I'm doing it this way around is I think it'll be more beneficial to be able to appreciate each piece if we have a look at each piece individually, and also it gives you a chance to go and research the artist and have a look at some of their work if you like what you see. So let's start with this bar. Now this bar is something that you've probably seen on my channel many times before. However, this isn't the actual bar that you would have seen on my channel. The one you would have seen is the normal silver, the original version if you like. This one has been in my deep stack, and this is the antiqued version. So very, very similar, well, almost exactly the same as the one that you would have seen on my channel already, except for it's got a different finish. It's got an antiqued finish. Now, in my opinion, this one is even more stunning than the other one. I think the antiqued finish really makes it pop. It really gets into all the thin detail behind the hair and in the background. And it really makes it almost look more lifelike the skin as well. You can see like the belly button coming through with the contrast, and it just looks really, really effective. Now this is a 10-ounce piece. This is not really a poured piece. This is more of a pressed bar, I'd say. But I do kind of class it with my poured silver stack. It's more of an art piece, and that is why it is getting showcased in today's video. You can see this side definitely looks more like a pressed bar. Very, very standard back there. It is still very beautiful. This is from the Argentina mint. But yeah, really, really stunning piece. And like I said, you would have seen this bar already on my channel, but you haven't seen this antiqued version on my channel. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section. I think it's an absolutely stunning piece. And like I said, although this isn't exactly a poured piece, I'm not exactly sure of the technique to get this. It might be a pressed bar. It's still classed as an art bar. You pay well over the spot when you buy things like this. So yeah, absolutely stunning piece. We'll pop that down. Next we'll move over to this middle piece here. Now this is the Prospector, a famous character in the stacking world. And this is actually a 1-ounce piece. I believe it's slightly over 1 ounce. I haven't actually weighed it. I haven't actually weighed any of my poured silver. So maybe that's a future video. We can see how much they all weigh. But I paid for a 1-ounce piece, and this is all the way from the US. But absolutely stunning piece. And I have actually got an idea for this piece. When this arrived, when I first picked this piece up, I really liked the fact that it had a bowl there that had nothing in it. There was no kind of silver or anything kind of molded inside that bowl, in the panning bowl. I don't know what the correct term is for it. But I thought, you know what would be really cool is to put a small piece of gold in this. So I've actually gone into my gold stack and I've actually pulled out something that I think is going to work really, really well. So we will see how that looks at the end of today's video. But let's pop that back there for now. Now the next piece, again, is a really, really stunning piece. Absolutely beautiful. I love the detail that you're getting on the shell. Let's try and zoom in a little bit. The detail that you get on the shell is amazing. Really looks realistic with all the skin. And you can see this one gives it away who's poured this. Liquid Metals UK, 53.7 grams. And again, an absolutely stunning piece. I love the fact it's got the tail there. It's got so much detail going on. Really finished to a high standard. And I just think it looks really, really cool. And like I said, the shell, if you look at the shell, it looks really, really realistic on the shell. Got all of this shell detail around the edge as well. Absolutely stunning piece. So really, really like that little piece. Now we've zoomed in a little bit more. Let me show you this piece again, because I've actually zoomed in now on the camera, but you can see, look at the face, how much detail is in this piece. Absolutely incredible. Now do let me know in the comment section how this would have been done. I believe it was brought as a poured piece, but I just don't know how they would have got all this intricate detail just by sand casting this. So do let me know in the comment section how this piece would have been put together, because I just think it's too intricate to be done in a sand cast, but I don't really know all the different procedures and techniques there are. So do let me know. And again, while we're zoomed in, I'll just show you this piece again. Absolutely stunning piece of silver. Now, I would be really interested to hear in the comment section if any of you have got some cool silver pours in your collection. Let me know what pourer poured them. Let me know what the piece is called so I can have a little look and a little research. Like I said, I'm not going to be rushing out and buying any more poured silver at the moment because I still need to pay down some debts. But it would be nice to almost make a bit of a wish list, if you like. So when I do start spending money on silver again, I have somewhere to start. Now, let me just grab that piece of gold that I said that I pulled out of my gold stack and see how it looks. Now, I haven't actually put it with this piece yet. And I wanted to do it on camera just to see if my plan comes together. But this is the gram of gold. And this is from my gold stack. I've had this for a while now. And this is actually, although it looks a lot smaller than a gram, it's actually a little button of gold. And the reason it looks smaller than a gram is because normally when you buy a 1 gram gold bar, the bar is actually really, really thin and it's spread out a lot more surface area. So when you buy your 1 gram gold bars in a blister pack, this is essentially what that piece would look like if it was just in a blob of gold. So you can see really, really small piece. And the more I look at this, the more I think this is going to look incredible if I pop it in that panning tray there. So let's open this up and see if they can go together as one piece. And if they do, and it does look as good as I think it's going to look, this piece potentially could be a new long-term member in my backdrop. I think that would look really, really cool, especially with this piece of gold in his pan. Oh, I don't want to drop it anywhere. That is so small. Look at that. Absolutely minuscule. Look, there we go. Look how nice that looks on the end of my thumb there. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. Now, I do apologise if you can hear the children giggling and laughing in the background. They're actually staying up later tonight as England are playing on the TV. I'm not a massive fan of football, but my partner, Mrs. 365, is trying to get them into football. So she's brought them both England t-shirts and we're letting them stay up a little bit later just to watch the first sort of half hour of the match. So they're all a bit overtired and running around like crazy. But yeah, this is literally 1 gram of gold and we're going to place it in this pan. Now this could be an absolute work of art. Wow, look at that. That looks absolutely incredible. Look at that. So now, not only do we have a 1 ounce piece of silver, we also have him holding a 1 gram piece of gold. Now that looks so cool. I might have to put a little bit of hot glue or something to hold that in there, or just maybe just some blue tack, something to keep that in place. But let me know in the comment section, do you think this should be a permanent member of my backdrop? I can't see how I can put this back into storage now he's holding a little bit of gold in that tray. That looks absolutely incredible. I'm not exactly sure where he'll sit, but even there, look at that. That looks absolutely amazing. Let me try and lock the focus on him. There we go. Wow, what a stunning piece. So we're going to keep that out for today. I'm going to pop that up there for now. Oh, you can't see it up there. Let's pop it down there for now. And I think if everyone agrees, that will be a new member in my videos going forward. I think that looks really, really cool. A nice little touch that he's holding some gold. But we're going to wrap the video up there because we're already way over 10 minutes long. And I don't like my videos to go much over 10 minutes because I know everyone's time is very, very valuable. Now in the next video, I'm going to be bringing out another 3 pieces from that box of poured silver. And I would be very interested to hear in each video, which is your favourite piece out of every single piece that I showcase. And then after I've done all of the videos, I can go back and try and work out which is everyone's overall favourite, and then we can do a separate video showcasing that piece on its own. So as always, like I said, thanks very much for all the support. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all have a very nice day.